We all know why storytelling is so important in communications. So why do certain speeches have great stories while others just don't seem to intrigue us? I've been going over a lot of speeches, from my own to TED Talks to some world champions of public speaking to some of history's greatest speeches, and trying to understand what really makes them so exciting in terms of storytelling. And to not make this video too long but still as helpful as it can possibly be, I'm going to share 3 things that I've learned from this particular study. The very first thing that amazing stories have which make exciting speeches is mystery. And no, I don't mean mystery as in from a thriller or a murder mystery standpoint that we see in movies. Mystery can be a lot more subtle. We can create intrigue in any conversation. Look how this speaker opens their speech.
I need to make a confession at the outset here. A little over 20 years ago, I did something that I regret. Something that I'm not particularly proud of. Something that in many ways I wish no one would ever know. But that here I feel kind of obliged to reveal.
This might not be mystery in the traditional sense, but it makes us curious to know more. And that's what we're referring to here. It doesn't just need to be applied for speeches or for written stories. It can be applied even in day-to-day conversations. And we do that by delaying revelations. We don't need to reveal things too quickly when we give speeches. And that's what great storytelling does. It holds us off until a critical juncture where it has built up enough intrigue that we can't wait to know what's about to come next. Mystery can also be built over and over again within the same story. We've all been part of those conversations where someone's narrating a story and we just keep going, what happened next? Oh, okay, what happened next? And that's the feeling that we're going for. What happened next? What are you going to tell me? Because I can't wait to find out. And that's what makes mystery and intrigue so powerful. It keeps our audience hooked on to know more. And it can be applied in everything from speeches to presentations to written work to conversations. The second great element of storytelling is to make people fall in love with characters. The reason why we like certain TV shows and movies over the others is mainly to do with the character. And we can use the same principles within speeches as well. There's a great TED Talk by this lady known as Chimananda Adichie. I'm linking the TED Talk in the description below, and we've created an entire analysis of this talk as well, which is again going to be linked down. After you hear the speech, there's a good chance that you will really start to like this lady. At least I did. And that's because I got really into who she was as a person. Certain speeches talk about other people, not just the speaker, and they make us fall in love with people who've come in their lives and helped them do certain things. And it all calls for great storytelling. But how do we do this? How do we create characters within speeches or presentations to make people fall in love with us? It might be a little easier to do it for things like TV shows and movies when there is so much time available. But how do we apply that to a 5, 10, 15-minute talk? And the answer to that lies in detail to create empathy. The more we can detail out certain characters, where they came from, what their motives were, why what they're doing is important, and what they hope to achieve, whether good or bad, makes the characters more relatable. It makes us think, I get why this person's doing these things, or I get why she's saying something like this. And that empathy is what really creates a bond, and it connects us on a deeper level than just words or speeches usually do. If you're sitting down to write a speech, think about the characters that you include within that speech. Whether it's you or other people in your life, detail them out as much as possible, as much as time permits you to do so within your speech, and try to go for the feeling of relatability and empathy. And finally, great stories, especially in speeches, need to have a takeaway for the audience. At the end of it, they should be clear as to why they came along in this journey with us. When you're writing down a speech and you've included elements of mystery and great character building, but after the speech is done, if the audience did not get anything out of it, it might go to vain. So we need to answer the question, what's in it for me? By me, I mean the audience. What's the final takeaway for them? Is there an action we want them to take? Is there a moral understanding we want them to draw from this story and conclude with that? Now, there's a lot more that goes into storytelling. We've just covered 3 small tactics over here. If you want to understand different narrative structures that actually help you structure information into a story, we've created an entire video on that, which you can check out right here.